going to be covering a bit about strategy, because for me, it's all about strategy. That's something I'm really passionate about. I love getting new people started into the business. I love launching IBOs. And most importantly, I love building the network marketing business. It's something I just enjoy thoroughly. In our previous company, we built a team of tens and tens of thousands of, IBOs, which were a result of acquiring tens of thousands of customers. And that's what I'm really, really passionate about. Now, today, I'm not going to be speaking about how to do a launch. I'm not going to speak about how to do a presentation, because a presentation, I'm sure, Straight Money Network, every single one of you, are already, you're already familiar with a presentation. You're already familiar with how it's done, how it's delivered, because I know you're having your very own weekly calls and webinars and so on. So for me to come on and echo what the leaders are already doing in terms of presentation wise, it would just be a waste of time, and I wouldn't call it productive. But instead, what I want to do is I want to focus on the process after the presentation. That's the key for me, the process after the presentation. So how do you find out how to do a presentation? Well, firstly, the presentation slides are available in your control centers. Secondly, watch the leaders do it. You're already having presentations on a, on a week-to-week basis. You're having it throughout the week. So watch the leaders do it. And then now just emulate what they say. Now, the most important thing is this: just read off the slides and don't try to deviate or innovate the presentation slides in any way. Really, it's not needed. In fact, if someone comes to you at the end of a presentation and tells you, my goodness, that was the best presentation I've seen, I don't know how you've done that. The minute they say that, that's how you know you've done a bad presentation. But if someone comes to you at the end of a presentation and tells you, I could do that. That was really simple to understand. I grasped it. I get it. I understand it. That's how you know you're doing a right presentation. Very important. So I'm not going to go into the presentation. Let's speak about the process after. So first thing is presentation, right? So you present, then you sign up, then you enroll. Okay. So I'm going to speak about the sign up portion and the enrollment process as well. So let's speak about sign up. Now, first things first, when you're signing someone up to the business, it's very important that you understand that you would need to push someone into signing up. Look, when I first took a look at network marketing in 2013, working as a manager in Marks and Spencer's, the first time I ever laid eyes on network marketing was on June 11th, 2013. Now, I was pushed into signing up, and the person who pushed me into signing up was actually chairman and co-founder Asad Ali. He was the one that pushed me into signing up. Now, so as I go through this process, some of you might be thinking, oh, this is a little too pushy. But let me tell you something. What's the difference between a teacher and a mentor? A teacher teaches you theories. They teach you things by the book. A mentor teaches you how to navigate your way through a process. They'll teach you the adversities that are going to come up, the challenges that will arise. They'll teach you about so many things that you need to know, not just from the inside, but also from the outside. And most importantly, a mentor is someone that sees greatness in you before you even see it yourself. Why do we have football scouts? Just think about this. Take a look at people like Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, who are the greatest footballers, that in the modern era today. Why are they number one? Think about this. Every single one of them, they were scouted by someone. Someone scouted them. Someone saw greatness in them. Someone took a look at them and say, these guys are going to be amazing. They scouted them from when they were kids. You know why? That person was a mentor. They saw greatness in them before they even saw it in themselves. Take a look at people like, I have like my son, for example. Every single time, as kids are growing, as they normally do, there are things that happen in terms of their habit, their behavior, their use of language, and so on, that makes me and my missus say, wow, they're actually pretty smart. He's really, really smart. Now, for him, he's just talking. He has no idea what's happening. But as his parents, we can see the good in him before even he sees it. So sometimes being a mentor, you'll see greatness in someone before they even see it themselves. You might meet someone that works 60 hours a week. Think about this. The way I take a look, as soon as someone tells me I work 60 hours a week or 40 hours a week, I'm holding down a full-time job, do you know that indicates to me straight away they're disciplined? Why? They're already holding down a full-time job. When they tell me they've been committed to their job they've been doing it for more than 5 years, straight away, that person is loyal. Straight away tells me that's the quality of a network marketer. When I see someone telling me I'm an Uber Eats driver or a Deliveroo driver or I'm an Uber driver, do you know what that tells me? They're very well organized. Why? They've got to deliver on time. They're on a time scale. They've got to make sure that they're well organized and the food is not spilled over or tilted over and it's packaged and delivered in a certain way. So those are the indicators that they have potential. But you as a mentor, you have to find this in them. So you might come across someone and you might think to yourself, this person has no chance of making it in network marketing. I'm telling you, if you think like that, you're absolutely thinking wrong, because that person might have more potential than anyone that you would ever come across. So remember, the key to a mentor is seeing greatness in them before they even see it themselves. So signing someone up requires for you to be a mentor. Signing someone up requires you to see greatness in someone, even when they have the most common objections, which are the 4 most common objections. I don't have time. I don't have money. Can I do it? Which is lack of belief. And number 4, is it legit? Those are the 4 common objections that most people have, no matter what they tell you. Oh, is the money coming out today? What does that tell you? I don't have money. Oh, but do I need to show up to trainings every time? What does that tell you? I don't have time. Right? Oh, but how long has the company been around for? When they echo it over and over again, is this legit? Everything they say scopes around, but who's going to teach me? I don't have belief in myself. Remember, everything scopes around those 4 points. So I know that. So when I'm signing someone up, I push them into signing up. But listen to me carefully. Sometimes pushing someone in the right direction can be the best push of their entire life. Pushing someone can sometimes be the best push. The right push in the right direction can be the best push of their entire life. I'm grateful someone pushed me into network marketing. Had I not have been pushed, Nexarise would have probably not even exist. So remember this, when you're pushing someone in, don't think, oh, I'm just pushing them for my benefit. No, know that you're pushing them for their benefit, even though it might be uncomfortable at the time when it's happening. So let's get into the sign up process. So first things first, whenever I deliver a presentation, after a presentation, I always ask people 3 questions. And listen to me carefully. The last 6 years, I've not deviated away from this method, not even one time. And I promise you, I've had great results. And I'm sure a lot of you are already aware of this. And I taught people that were my mentees, I taught them the exact same thing, what to do, how to do it. And I trained this on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leadership trainings that we've done over the last 7 years. And I've trained on this. So here's how it goes. There are 3 questions to ask someone. Well, not 3 questions. There are 2 questions and a statement, which is the third. So I'm going to come to the statement shortly. Firstly, what did you like the most about the presentation? Out of everything you saw, what did you like the most? Now, why am I asking that question? If I tell you right now, what do you like the most out of my outfit? You can only tell me what you like. It's a closed question. The question has a parameter in there. It's not an open question. An open question is something like, so did you tell me, did you like it? Right? That's an open question, because they can start off with, I liked it, and they can end with, I hated it. Right? So they can tell you the good and the bad. Remember this. Ask closed questions that have parameter. Also, your questions have to be an assumption. For example, the way I closed my wife into marrying me, I remember our first date. I said, so I know we're going to the cinema on Saturday. What time shall I pick you up? 7 or 10, right? 7 or 9. Does that make sense? So I'm already assuming. Does that make sense? She didn't even agree to go cinema, but I said, let's go to the cinema this weekend. What time shall I pick you up? 7 or 9 p.m., 7 or 8 p.m., right? So I'm already assuming. Does that make sense? So you've got to assume that it's already happening. Very important. So let's get down to it. What did you like the most out of everything you saw? Number 2, do you see an opportunity for yourself? Now, look, 90% of the time, people would say yes. 10% of the time, they will say no. If they say no, thank them for their time and let them go on their way. If they say yes, remember, we're assuming that they want to get started. Now, number 3 is now you make the statement. The statement is, okay, perfect. So let's get you started. What's your first name? And you literally pull out the enrollment form and you start filling it in. Very, very important. Now, remember, they're going to have reluctance, right? They are going to be reluctant, and this is completely normal. But the way to counter this, and in fact, I want to do a live demonstration. And now, Humraz, if you can unmute yourself, and I want us just to do a live demonstration. This has really worked wonders over the years. So Humraz, if you unmute yourself, we'll do a little role play, just kind of show everyone. This is the key. The key is answer their question, but go back to your question. Don't let it go silence. It's like a first date. Very important. You don't want that awkward moment. So, what did you do today? Or you asked me that 3 times. You never want to say that, right? You don't want to let the penny drop. You want to make sure that that momentum of non-silence is there, that you're always punchline after punchline after punchline. Someone has an objection, answer it, go back to your question. Very, very important. So, Humraz, if you and I can do a role play, that would be great.
Let's go for it.
Yeah. Humraz, are you unmuted?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Okay, so let's get started. So, Humraz, out of everything you saw today, what did you like the most?
To be honest with you, I love the residual income concept, making money over and over again whilst I sleep.
You know what, Humraz? I felt the exact same way. Now, no matter what they say, you agree with them. Honestly, I had someone so I asked them once, what did you like the most? Oh, I love the presentation slides. Okay, right? But it's okay. I agree with them. You know what? I love the layout. I love the fonts they used. I was fascinated by it, right? Whatever it is, just agree with them. Very, very important, right? Now, the second component is, so the second question is, so Humraz, do you see an opportunity for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I can potentially see myself getting involved. I mean,
now 90% of the time, people will respond the way Humraz has. So they'll say, yeah, potentially. I mean, that's all I'm looking for. If I just hear the word yes, I'm assuming, great, Humraz. All right, perfect. So Humraz, so what we're going to do, we're going to enroll you into the business, and we're just going to get you started and create your control center. Now, Humraz, here's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
In the first segment, I want you just to be a little hesitant. And as we now go to the address, I want you to be a bit more hesitant. And as we go to the payment details, I want you to be really, really hesitant, okay? So I want to just guide you through the process, and I want you to see the way I counter his questions, but I never let it go silence, and I always go back to my question. All right, so perfect, Humraz. So you see an opportunity for yourself. Awesome, man. So and look, the way to do it, and you would notice that a lot of people, especially when they're signing you up for something or closing you for something, they always prompt you. Very important. Now, here's some of the questions I ask before I even start a presentation. I ask things like, so what's your name? Like, what's your full name? Humraz, and he tells me his name's Humraz Khan. I already know his full name. Just watch how I'm going to use that in a sign-up process to close him. Very important. I already asked for his year of birth. Oh, I was born in 1983, right? I already know this, right? Humraz, that's hypothetical, by the way. I'm not saying you're born in 83. But let's imagine they say, I'm born in 1983, right? Again, I'm already remembering. And the other thing I asked them is, so where are you located? Like, where are you based? Oh, I'm based in Essex. Watch how I'm going to use those prompts to get him started, because it's all psychological. So very, very important. All right. So Humraz, so perfect, man. So yes, you said your name was Humraz Khan. Am I spelling it correctly?
Yep. Humraz. Yep.
Awesome. And your surname is
Kilo Hotel Alpha November. Yeah.
Perfect. And you said that you were born in 1983, right? What day was it?
I was born on the, I don't know, October the 20th, 1983.
Okay, perfect. So let's go October the 20th. All right, perfect. And your telephone number was it the same number that I mean, I'm sure it's the same number that, yeah, but anyways, what was your number?
Yes, my same 07935 212 728.
Okay, perfect. And then now, H, what I want you to now do is I want you to start getting a bit hesitant on the email. So what's the email, man?
Bro, why do they need my email? I mean, is it important? Like, do they need it?
Well, look, so here's the way I want you to see it. Now, I always start off with this to paint them a picture. Here's what I always say, and I've said this every single time in nearly every presentation I've done. Well, look, Humraz, just tell me if these statements are true. Is it fair to say,
okay,
if I have to teach you how to drive, I can't teach you how to drive from a book or us sitting in a restaurant over a table? For me to teach you how to drive, is it a fair statement to say we need to be in a car and I've got to teach you practically? Would you agree?
Absolutely, yeah.
Perfect. Now, if for me to teach you how to swim, do you agree we probably have to be in the pool and I have to teach you how to swim in the pool? I
Yes,
can't
sir.
teach you by a video, or I can't Zoom call you to teach you. Do you agree?
I agree. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, do you agree for me to teach you this business, you need some documentation, some material, because later if you go home or whatever, someone asks you about it, you need to be equipped with the right information. Do you agree?
No, I definitely agree with that.
You
Yeah.
never make an educated decision about the business without seeing the premises. Our premises in this is our control center. So that's all I'm doing. I'm creating your control center. But listen, don't worry. I always say, don't worry. It's only £199 and you got 14 days money back guaranteed, peace of mind that if you don't like the business within 14 days, you can get your money back. But listen, what was your email? Is it your first name?
Yeah, it's my first name and
You all see how I'm going back to my question and I'm prompting. So it's your first name at hotmail.com, right? I'm just, right? So this is just for illustration purposes. All right, perfect. And now what's your address? Now I want you to be a bit hesitant. Well, why are we signing up? Can I think about it? Can I do this later, right? So what's your address?
Yeah. My address, to be honest with you, bro, I still like need a bit of like time to kind of soak up the information. I got to speak to my wife, you know, so I'm not too sure about putting my address just yet.
Look, I completely, now look, remember a leader I see greatness in Humraz, but remember this, ladies and gents, what Humraz is doing right now, he's looking at the cost. Why? And again, I'm saying this for illustration purposes because Humraz is TC5K, so I can't be broke, right? But then I want you to imagine Humraz is average. So he's thinking about the cost right now. The wealthiest people don't look at the cost. They don't say, how much is it going to cost me? They say, what do I gain by getting this? Like, so when they're buying a bottle of water, well, this is going to make me, you know, this is a healthier alternative to Coke, for example. That's what they're thinking about. They never look at cost. Everyone else looks at cost. How much is it going to cost me? Everyone else thinks about what am I going to gain out of it? Very, very important. This is why when you go to the wealthier stores, like all these big brand names, they don't have price tags because the wealthy people don't look at price tags. They look at the value. Very, very important. Everyone else looks at the cost. This is why when you go to other stores, they got cost on everything, right? It's even double tagged sometimes with the cost. So ladies and gentlemen, so it's very, very important. I know that Humraz is thinking this, right? So very, very important. What I now tell him, you know, whenever he's, you know, like he gets a bit hesitant, here's what I tell him. Hey, look, I know exactly how you're feeling. You know why? I felt like that one day as well. And I know you want to speak to your partner, you want to think about and so on. And I'm a thinker just like you. Relate with them. I'm a thinker just like you. But do you agree with me? When you buy a jacket, sometimes you will buy it and you might not know it's the perfect jacket for you. You might go out, it might tear, something might happen. But what gives you peace of mind is 14 days you can return it and you can get a new one. You can get a substitute if something happens. Yeah. Nextarize the same thing. I don't want you to see as, you know, money that you're throwing down the drain. Look, I'm going to guide you every step of the way. If you feel like during this whole 14-day process, you're not happy or you want to find out more, or you spoke to your wife and, you know, she doesn't agree with it, you can get your full refund back. Listen, if you want me, we can get her on the call right now and I can speak to her. But remember, she's going to ask you questions. Now, I don't want you to not be equipped with nothing. So I'm going to create your control center. I'm going to show you some basic documents on what you can find. And I want you to show that to your wife and get her on a call with me later. But without your control center, there's nothing more I can do. But listen, Humraz, you said that you lived in Essex, right?
Yeah.
Can you see what I've just done? I'm literally using the information he gave me at the beginning of the presentation. I'm using them right now. So Essex, and what's the street address? So it's, very important.
Yeah, 48 Whiskey Road.
Okay, 48 Whiskey Road. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, so we got 48 Whiskey Road. Okay, perfect. And the postcode, let's just say EN117JH. Perfect. All right, and now we create a website, and now we get to the payment part. Now, the payment part is where people are going to be very, very apprehensive. Everyone wants to get paid, but no one wants to pay. That's normal, right? Is the philosophy of network marketing, is the philosophy of life. Everyone wants to make money, but no one wants to pay the price. They don't want to pay time. They don't want to pay financial resources, which is normal. So now he's going to be even a bit more hesitant. So what is, okay, so the card name is yourself. And tell me, man, do you use Visa, which starts with 4, or do you use MasterCard, which starts with 5? Which one?
I mean, do I have to put the card details in right away? Like, am I gonna get charged straight away? I mean, why do I have to put my bank details in? I mean,
Absolutely understood. Hey, listen, look,
Hmm?
here's the way I want you to see Hummus. Look, have you brought something online before?
Oh yeah, buy
Some
every day on eBay, Amazon, every day.
So look, when you're ordering something on Amazon, what do they ask you for? They ask you for a billing address, a
Yep.
delivery address. They
Mhm.
ask you obviously for your name. They ask you for your card number, obviously, to purchase the product. There's not this. I'm not doing anything more than what eBay and Amazon do. There's nothing more. So, like I said, don't worry. It's absolutely fine. This is the process that we don't just do this with you. We've done this with thousands of people that are already involved in the business. This is nothing unique or bespoke to you. So this is just simply what it's for, is just to get you enrolled into the business. You pay your $199 today, but don't worry, you still have 14 days to get your money back. But you said you have Visa, right? So what is it,
4757-1851.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, now look, what I've done throughout that entire process is I've literally pushed Humraz into getting started. And it goes back to my philosophy because look, in 2000, I remember when I turned 25, I think it was in 2015 or 14, one of those, right? My 25th birthday, what I did was I went skydiving. I went skydiving. I wanted to experience it. I had a fear of heights. I don't really like, being on edges of things, especially when it's so high. I don't like buildings. I'm okay with that. But I don't like to do crazy height stuff. So I said, I'm going to get over my fear. I'm going to go skydiving. Now, when I was about to go, like when I did skydiving, so literally we were on this plane, this small plane, and it had no seats. So everyone's sitting on the floor. So the way it is so someone's legs are wide open. I'm sitting in between their legs. Then my legs are wide open. Someone else is sitting in between my legs. So it's like I can almost bear hug them, from the back. And then someone else. So it's like I'm like the fifth person down. It's the first time in my life that I was in between a man's legs, right? And the last time. However, so now I'm on this plane now, and I'm like number 5 to now jump out and give my life away. So now what happens is person 1 jumps out, person 2 jumps out, person 3 jumps out, and up there it's cold because the door's open, it's cold. I'm freezing, but I'm sweating buckets because I'm really scared. Now is my time. So I got this guy strapped to my back. He's a professional skydiver. He's got a GoPro camera and it's the whole, the whole show. Now it's my turn. So what now they do is they say, look, don't worry, take a deep breath. What we're going to do is we're going to go 5, 4, 3. And as soon as we go to 1, we're going to jump out. I'm like, okay, so let's do this. Now what they do is they say 5, 4. Before they even say 3, the guy pushed me off and he's right behind me and we're already skydiving. Now, honestly, I swear for about 10 seconds, I thought this ain't part of the script. This was not part of the rehearsal. This guy made a mistake and I'm going on my own here. Like this is a mistake because I thought it was an accidental thing. And then I realized he's there and it was all part of the process. Now we land on the ground and I asked him, why didn't you let me anticipate and wait for 1? He said, Ahmed, here's the reason why. He said, when we tell people, especially when they're scared and we see they're scared, he said, we don't count down to 1. You know why? He said, when we count down to 1, here's what they do. They grab the rails before they jump on. So they're like, whoa, wait. Let me take 5 more seconds, count again. So to prevent them from doing that, we throw them off as soon as before even gets 3. This is normal. And we saw that you were scared. And I said, I get it. He said there was a lady that we took 3, we counted down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3 minutes. Now, just how many 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s can you say in 3 minutes? Probably 30 times because she was holding onto the rails every time. So this is why now they throw you off at 3. So if you're ever doing skydiving, just brace yourself for that, especially if you're showing that you're scared. Now, it made me realize when I landed, because I was already in network marketing then, it made me realize, and I said to myself, you know what? This is exactly what we do when we're closing. We push people into signing up. I swear to you, I'm so grateful. Don't see it as injustice. Don't see that, oh, I'm being hard, or I'm being cheesy. No, I swear, I really mean it. A push in the right direction sometimes can be the best push of someone's life. I'm grateful someone pushed me. Had they not pushed me, do you know what I was thinking about? I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I'm a manager, 60 hours a week. When am I going to get time to build this business? That's exactly what my reservations were. But someone pushed me to get started. So I'm teaching you nothing more than what happened to me and what I taught over the years of being involved in this industry. So ladies and gents, that first step is presenting. Second step is signing up. The third step now is enrolling. So what I want to do is I want to briefly speak to you about enrollment. How do you enroll someone into the process? Now look, First things first. Now, during this pandemic, everyone's awareness about money is heightened. I want you to think about your favorite car. Before you decided that that was your favorite car, you never probably noticed it much. But the minute you decided that's the car I want, you see it everywhere. Why? It's not that it wasn't there before. It's just that it's there now because your awareness is heightened. If something has ever happened to you, I don't know what it is. There's some examples I can use, but I'd rather not use it on a public call. But let's say if you have a certain trainer, or you have a certain watch, or you have a certain t-shirt, whenever you see someone else wearing it, you know straight away, wow, they're wearing the same shoes as me, or whatever it is. Why? Your awareness has heightened. Very, very important. Right now, what is one common thing that everyone's looking for? Additional income. Additional income. You saw Google, Liju's, top search on Google is what? Home-based business. Additional income. Everyone's looking at other ways of making money right now. I'm telling you. So you better believe that right now, what you can do, you can literally do a presentation at 1 p.m. You can launch that person literally the same time. You can literally tell them, look, go have a half an hour break. Let's get back on the call. We'll launch you the same time. You can launch them the very same day after an hour. And by the evening, they can already have their first presentation. You can literally qualify them. You can get them to ETT 100 in a day. I'm telling you, ladies and gents. So in a day, you can get someone to ETT 100. You really, really can. That because people today have time. People would spend 1 hour, especially the Londoners. You'll spend 1 hour commuting to and from work every day, 2 hours every day. Now you don't have to commute. So why? You got 2 hours free. So whenever, no one can tell me they don't have time. Everyone has more time than ever right now during this lockdown. So use that to your advantage. I'm not saying exploit it to tell people, oh, you were made redundant from your job because you just have a job. And listen, we don't need to go there, right? We're not here to exploit people, based on their current financial situation. We're here to help people. Very, very important.